Well, we're going to get started here now. I'm doing a little videotaping because we're going to try to put it up on YouTube so that you'll have a link to look over your performances and anything else that comes out of this evening. I'm delighted to be here tonight. I'm Liam Parke. I'm part of the Irish Mafia. The Irish Mafia. The Irish pub band. I was going to say punk band. How did that come out? The Irish pub band, Repent at Leisure, and also a singer-songwriter. But the focus tonight is on these four gentlemen we have with us. We're delighted to have them with here tonight. We have Jeremy. I don't know if you all know each other yet or not, whatever. But Jeremy Duggins, Rance Thomas, John Swilley, and Johann Greco. And we're going to start with Jeremy tonight. Jeremy's going to just talk a little bit about himself. The first time around, they'll introduce themselves and tell you a bit about themselves and maybe some comments about the song he's going to play. And of course, we encourage interaction here. And after every song, the audience is welcome to ask questions, to make comments, to help it make it a more entertaining evening. Okay. So why don't you start us off? What you going to play, Jerry?
Well, my name's Jeremy Duggins. I live in Madison County. If you're familiar with Zeb's Barbecue.
Absolutely.
My wife, Zeb, was her great-grandfather.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow. I knew I've seen you.
I just tell people that way you can go ahead and like me.
That's a bonus.
Anyway, but I'm originally from North Carolina. Moved here about 16 years ago. Started writing music probably about 19 or so years ago. And that's about all I can say.
How long have you been in Athens?
Well, I've been in Madison County about 15, 16 years. So.
I'm also from Madison County.
You're from Madison.
I'm out the Now Here Road.
Okay. Nowhere Road.
Nowhere Road.
I live on Nowhere Road.
Hey, we could have a Nowhere Road reunion here.
Or Now Here.
Yeah, Now Here. Yes, the Now Here Road.
No, it's nowhere, y'all.
But I've been a songwriter that really started writing maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. And I had wrote a song that John Barry done on one of his albums, and that kind of got me started getting excited about it. And then I wrote a song, I'm going to play it first, called Georgia Saturday, but they play it in the stadium on game days.
I've heard that.
So if y'all hear it, this is Georgia Saturday, and I'll sing it for you. Red and black rolling through the slam, sitting back to Athens, bringing home his family. It's finally here. It's Saturday, and driving by me just to take a spot out on the East Campus Road, or just hanging out on Broad. It's finally here. It's Saturday. It's been the longest 6 days of our lives. We can't believe that it's finally arrived. From the tailgate to the dog walk, watching highlights of Herschel, Lindsay, Scott. And Saturday in Athens is the place to be. Listen to our favorite Larry Munson call, or just loving of it all. There's no place like it on earth that I'd have to say. Thank God it's a Georgia Saturday. Down at the stadium, we're standing on the bridge, cheering on our dogs as they're walking in. It's finally here. Red roads are replaced, glory to a Georgia smile on every face. It's finally here. It's Saturday, and as the countdown finally begins, in front of 90,000 plus screaming fans from the tailgate to The kickoff will finally begin. So hunker down, old Georgia Bulldogs, and come through with the wind. From the tailgate to the dog walk, watching heights of Lindsay Scott. Saturday in Athens is the place to be. Down between the hedges, yellow dogs go, making new friends with some fans I don't know. There's no place like it on earth that I'd have to say. Thank God it's a Saturday. Thank God it's a Saturday. Thank God it's a Georgia Saturday.
Well, there's got to be a story there. You're a Georgia fan.
Yeah.
Long-time Georgia fan.
Well,
I mean, you must got bleed red and black.
I'm originally from North Carolina.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, and I'm a Tar Heel.
Yeah.
When I moved to Georgia, met my wife. My wife went to Georgia. My father-in-law went to Georgia.
So you have a happy home. You're all Georgia fans.
I'm a Georgia fan.
Where in North Carolina are you from?
Burlington.
Out east then, or?
Right in the middle of the state.
Middle state. Cool. Well, that's a great song, and I've heard it before, and I wonder where I heard it before. You know, that's great. What's the song you wrote for John?
It was a song called "Return to Me."
Will you do that later for us?
I will.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay. Well, let's pass the buck here. Rance Thomas, also Madison County, or out the Nowhere Road, anyway.
North Athens.
Out the Nowhere Road. Yeah.
Now here.
Dang, we're all out the Nowhere Road. But tell us a little bit about yourself, Rance.
Live here in Athens. Been
Come on
here
in,
since,
have a seat. Have a seat.
Around
Make yourself at home.
6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. 09. Grew up in southeast Georgia, the Wayne County area, Jessup, Scriven. And I worked in the outdoor industry. Started writing songs in the early 90s, I guess. And got a chance to go up and cut an album in Nashville in 02. Got funding from a private investor, and that was 14 years ago or so. And know even less than I know now about the music business or the industry, so I blew it. I rushed everything, rushed the songwriting, didn't research, didn't do all that stuff, and just grew very unhappy with the album right after we finished it up, and sold a few hundred copies and then shelved it, and it kind of burned me out on songwriting for a while. But I started writing again maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I found writing again through my passion for the outdoors and hunting and fishing and land and what I do for a living. And it's built that fire back in me, so I'm writing again. And I had to go back and resurrect some of those songs off of that first album.
I bet you that's cool.
To be able to move forward. So, that album was called Dirt Rich, and the title track is called Dirt Rich. And I wrote it about our family farm. We have a family farm down in Scriven, Georgia, in Wayne County, near Jessup. And we almost lost that. We grew up on it. My brother, this is my family back here. If you hear a lot of hooping and hollering when I'm done, it's all and I had to pay them. But early 90s, I was riding around that farm. Like I say, we almost lost it in the 80s farm crisis. My dad scrapped and scraped and held on to it. And we were, at best, maybe middle-class family. But riding around, I looked around those fields, and I just thought to myself, we're not rich, but I'm dirt rich as long as we've got this farm. And so I went home that day and sat around our old farmhouse and wrote this song. And so play it for you.
Cool.
18, a drop of rain in weeds. Barely see the corn out in the field, all the weeds. Choking in this dust, Come down, tell Doug he's gonna wind up killing me. Grandpa bought this farm back in '44. He swore he would, made it back home from the war. Planted his dreams in long straight rows. When the skies open up, they'll continue to grow. I'll reap what he sowed. Maybe true, I don't have any money. Still believe this old farm is a land of milk and honey. My friends say it's prime real estate, but I'm never gonna sell. I was born dirt rich. Eat cottonwood up on a hill out in the field. Laid him down to rest just last year. I saw 3 generations living off this land. I'll make it 3 more. The bank will give me half a chance. Maybe true, I don't have any money. I still believe this old farm is a land of milk and honey. My friends say it's prime real estate, but I'm never gonna sell. I was born dirt rich. The sun goes down at the end of a long hard day. A handful of dirt, I fall to my knees and pray. Thunder rolls off in the west. I thank the Lord for a chance to stay. No matter what a crop of cardboard houses to pay. Maybe true, I don't have any money. I still believe this old farm is a land of milk and honey. My friends say it's prime real estate. They'll put me in this ground before I sell. I was born dirt rich. I was born dirt rich. Maybe broke, but I was born dirt rich. I don't have a dollar to my name. All I need is the dirt beneath my feet.
Wow, Rams. That's a powerful song.
Thank you, man.
Powerful song, man. You're a very good storyteller. You just sucked us all in. We just took the journey with you.
Yeah, a lot of my songs are very much story writing, and that's just the way I naturally write.
So that's the title cut from your album.
From one a long time ago that almost ended my songwriting for me.
Have you re-recorded it since then, or are you?
Yes, I have, and it's out there on iTunes. I'm on Facebook and Reverb Nation, like we all are. But you can find the new version I recorded a year ago in Nashville with some good friends. That's I'm happy with now. Yeah,
really, really nice.
Been resurrected.
Totally unplugged.
Totally unplugged. Yeah.
Well, oh wow. Well, John, you're next. John Swilley. John, tell us a bit about you. So we.
Hey everybody, my name's John Swilley. Lived here for what, 12? 13? 12, let's go 12 years. And
so all your life?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I turned 23 last month, so that's the majority, or at least half of my life here, and about a little less than that, half of my life writing. I wrote my first song when I was 13, and it kind of just, it stuck, felt right. Once my dad taught me those first 3 chords that everybody learns, G, C, D.
G, C, and D.
G, C, D, maybe throw in an E minor there. It feels
Good
right.
damn country.
That's it. And once I wrote that first song, I knew this is what I wanted to do. And it took me a while to be able to show that to people and actually be comfortable going out and playing the stuff that I wrote. But now it just feels like home.
What was the name of the first song?
This first song was Hey There Little Girl, and I usually save it for last. But since today we're kind of getting personal, I felt like I'd open up with it.
Cool.
To kind of get that experience. 14, 13, one of those. It was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
First love?
You know, that's the funny thing. It was influenced more, it kind of sounds like that, but I do that a lot, where it sounds like it's about a relationship or about some kind of love song, but it's really usually a self-portrait than anything else. This one was kind of, you know, I always just say kind of the lyrics kind of speak for themselves, or I'll try to let them. Let's go, Hey There Little Girl. Try too much, can't possibly work out. Listen to me, why can't you see? I said it's better over here, let your mind roam free and try to understand what the matter at hand's all about. And I know you try your best, but tell me, who are you trying to impress? And don't you know it always seems to work out right? Tell me who is taking you home tonight. See your past will be erased. You gotta be more than a pretty face. Before you let it out, you got to let others in. And before you see the first stone cast, that you better make sure the feelings last. You're too fast, you'll never see the end, but I see the fire in your eyes. But tell me, why is it always black or white? You know, sometimes we fall in between. Sometimes we have to reveal what is unseen. And I know you can't be there every time I want you to be. But tell me, baby girl, do you wanna be with me? Oh, that's where the solo goes in if you wanna take that on, guys. I've never figured out how to make it go so. Hey there, little girl, what you gonna do when you save the world? You try too much, can't possibly work out. Listen to me, why can't you see? I said it's better over here, let your mind roam free. Try to understand what the matter at hand's all about. And I know you try your best, but tell me, who are you trying to impress? And it always seems to work out right. But tell me, who is taking you home tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
13 is pretty young to be writing such a intuitive song.
I watched a lot of cable television.
This is okay downstairs, and if you want to hear the song I just wrote.
It's
And
my
he
mom
played
and
it.
everybody.
He said he plays the song, and I looked at them, I said, you didn't write that. I mean, there's no way you wrote. I mean, we were really like looking it up on Google to see if it, darned if he didn't. But I mean, he'd never had a guitar lesson or anything. I was like, okay. But what are you talking about? Who's picking up who?
All
On
questions.
the radio station?
You weren't dating at 13, were you? Or just, I'm just.
Not that she knows of.
Now wait, okay guys, first song, what age? Let's go around.
I would have been 17.
17?
About 13 or 14.
13 or 14?
Probably 19 or
19? Dang, I was 16.
13 Club.
That was run music.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Have you told her the songs about her, or have you?
Probably since that song was written.
I mean, did this help with your relationship, or did?
See, I played it for her, but I never technically told it was for her. I was hoping, you know, it'd be picked up on because I was foolish and I was 13, and that's not a thing anymore. So, but I still got the song. So I mean,
So you've never revisited this?
nah. But you know, it was 13. It was puppy love, and it wasn't. You know, I think she's happy. I know I'm happy.
Very
so,
good song, though. Very good song.
Thank you.
Next we got Johann Greco. Johann, just tell us a bit about yourself.
All right. Well, my name's Johann Greco, and been here in Athens for a long time. I moonlight as a heartless bastard. So I'm really happy, fun-loving guy.
You're a policeman?
But if whenever we shift gears, when you take away the rest of the band, like this darkness creeps in. So I'm really sorry if everybody else is like these strong voices, these powerful songs about the great things. It's just not going to happen. All right. So anyway, but this one it was about just getting tired of just being on the road for a long time and playing a lot and kind of not becoming a bad person, just becoming a little bit of a
Asshole?
That's one word, but deeper than that. Just kind of getting your personality altered in a way that you weren't really okay with yourself anymore. You were a little more hateful and jaded and snappy and short and carrying knives and stuff like that. No, I was kidding. Anyway, man, this one's called "The Harder You Try." All right. Let's go. It's hard to tune up. All right, the humidity's killing it. Out here on the highway, no one's sane. 100,000 faces with no end. And every town we pass through looks the same. Oh, and nothing ever changes but the names. The harder you try, the faster you fall, till no one's listening anymore. And what can you do when the wells run dry? You just cry. Sometimes I think these moments will never pass, like a
dark and lone shadow from my past, like heavy clouds that rain on wounded lambs. Oh, the future seems so close, but can I last? And the harder you try, the faster you fall, till no one's listening anymore. And what can you do when the wells run dry? You just cry. Said I wasn't selfish, I'd be lying. Bought a brand new suit the day your mother died. Doesn't matter just how good I look that day. Oh, but not a single eye was turned my way. The harder you try, the faster you fall, till no one's listening anymore. And what can you do when the wells run dry? You just cry. Oh, you just cry. Oh,
Oh boy.
Man meetings.
Johann, you raised the bar, man. Raised the bar again. This is going to get real interesting.
We'll throw a happy one in there. I don't know.
Yeah, who's got one?
We're allowed to do this.
Anybody got a happy song?
You know, I heard Cat Stevens is back recording. He'll steal that song from you. If he hears it. I mean, it's
He might declare
your
he might
phrasing,
declare a patois,
your
too.
guitar work. Yusuf. No, that was a wonderful performance.
Yeah,
Wonderful performance. Tell us a bit about that song.
That was just, I was just for lack of a better term, I had made too much money and been told too many times, yeah. And you know, when you're 25, you don't need any help in the ego and ass department. And so I just had turned into a real jerk, and I had a real moment of reflection, like, oh man, that's how I'm like. Oh Jesus, I hate me. You know, so you see stuff, you can correct it or you don't, right?
I mean, every word of that song had feeling and pain
That was all very painful.
and
to
revelation. You
realize.
know, just a wonderful song.
Thanks, man.
Wonderful song. Great job. Well, we're going to go back and do it again.
We'll do it again one more time.
Okay, Jeremy, tell us a little bit about what you're going to play.
Well, the stuff I try to write, it's all real stuff. Me and my wife had a fight. And she's there.
Just one fine.
I'm
the only one between you two, so.
Well, I got up here. I'm going to take a look at her while I was singing, but yeah, just had a fight one night and just
wrote it down in the guitar. So.
You know, that kind of helps the writing, doesn't it?
It does.
It just is.
But it's good. It's a positive.
So it's a love song.
It's called When It Was Love. So.
I'll never forget the way you stole my heart away, kissing your lips for the first time. I knew then that you were gonna be there, and things would never be the same. Where has it gone? Where has it changed? I want it back to those days. Let's let it in, let's make a start, let's find a place in our hearts. When it was love, the way it was, when nothing could come between us. I want it back. To resurrect the old me and you, back when it was love. Take my hand, let's talk about it. Let's try to find out where we lost it. Let's don't give up on each other. Let's take time. I'll never forget the way you stole my heart away.
Now you're not getting away that easy. I mean, you know. Now, okay, tell us the real story.
That was the real story.
I mean, obviously your lovely wife is there, and you look very much in love. But did you play it for her when you wrote it and told her why, or?
I did, and then I think I went to a friend's house, and I was like, man, that's a pretty decent song. I went to a friend's house. And anyway, I recorded it over there, and did I even play? I'm really embarrassed to play stuff around my wife. She's my worst.
I understand.
And sometimes I'll write something, I'm like, oh, man, that was pretty good, and I go sing it to her, she's like, that's terrible.
Oh, man.
Just kind of, just kind of.
You gotta nurse that ego. You gotta nurse that ego. You gotta...
Look,
She wants a sweet song.
all you had to do is when you ended, the last word were, she was right.
It's a lovely song, very melodic. Very melodic.
Yeah, you can sing your butt off, man.
Yeah.
Good singing.
You all probably didn't notice, but his feet were going. I mean, you put a lot into that song. I mean, a lot.
Really
I
good.
done wore the bottom of my shoes. These shoes are so comfortable, you just keep on going. You got it like that?
Marvin's downtown.
They're all in the
Wonderful song. Wonderful song.
Thank you.
When It Was Love.
When it was love.
When It Was Love.
Good.
Wonderful.
When it was love.
Well, Rands, we're ratcheting it up here. What you got for us?
The first thing I gotta say is when I came in here not knowing what to expect, I was real worried that all my songs were G, C, D, and E minor and A minor. But starting to feel a little more comfortable about that.
Just slide it around. Just slide it around.
These guys are going to say, man, this guy needs to go back and get some music lessons. This next song is the only song I've ever written that is almost word for word a true story. And it's about my great-grandfather. He grew up in the deep southeast Georgia area around the Okefenokee Swamp. And was born, by all accounts that I've heard, with what I would call a savant-like gift for music and ear. But his family practiced this deep, deep woods Baptist religion that did not believe in music. So they didn't play music in church, they didn't play it at home. So here's this kid, eating up with this musical talent, and he can't do anything with it. So just the thought about him and him being my great-grandfather led me to write this song based on all accounts that we have of his life and his fiddles. He was a fiddler. And the song starts out, I'll just kind of introduce the story and then I'll let the song tell the story. But he started piecing things together around the farm and he made his own fiddle out of materials he found. Wow. And he would play it up in the barn. And his dad caught him one night and things didn't go so well. But so I'll let the song tell the rest of the story. This is called That Fiddle Played. With strings, a piano, and a band falling down church. Wooden pegs he pulled out of the pew. A cigar box, some tobacco sticks, hair off an old plow mule. He made himself a fiddle that no one knew. Music was forbidden by their backwoods religion. So he worked at night while his old man lay asleep. With a gift that he kept locked away in a loft out in the barn, he made the sounds he'd only heard in dreams. That fiddle played like an angel's heart. That fiddle played in the hours before the dawn. The young boy's fever broke when he pulled the bow across the stream. That fiddle played. Every chance that came, he would sneak out to the barn and play until his fingers began to bleed. One stormy night, his daddy came home drunk again, heard the boy and stumbled in, left him and his fiddle broken on the ground. No fiddle played, the music drowned that night in his tears. He grew old and gray,
strings, but no fiddle played. One day he passed by the window of a music store. His hands began to tremble as he took it from the clerk. His eyes filled with tears when he pulled that bow across the strings. And that fiddle played, that fiddle played like an angel's heart. That fiddle played, bitch there in the park. The old man's sleeve were broke when he pulled the bow across the stream. That fiddle